with the holidays coming up upon us, I thought today I would go over 5 gifts for runners that are all under $25. The idea for today's video is for those of you out there that are looking for a gift for the runner in your life or who may have gotten put onto your Secret Santa list. All these gifts are going to be under $25, and none of these gifts will require you to have to pick a size, because I know that fit is going to be really important to a runner. And also, I just generally don't like to give gifts that require me to pick a size, because that requires me to guess what size someone is. They may or may not get offended by that. So, you know, running tights, running shirts, running pants, all those things might be really, really great gifts. But if you don't want to pick a size for someone, then this is the list for you. The first thing that I'm going to put on the list is a neck warmer. It just got really cold in Chicago. Some people call them buffs, some people call them neck warmers. This one is made out of fleece. I got this one last year. I ran with it all last year throughout the winter. It'll usually go underneath this jacket layer, and I'll put it on under here, and then I'll still wear a hat on top of it, so there's only kind of like a very small area of my face that gets shown up. I also have ones that are not fleece. I have one that the Forest Preserve of Cook County sent to me. I really like that one. That one's a lot thinner. It's more of like a jersey material. It doesn't seem like it really keep your face that warm, but when you've got it covering kind of like your entire everything except your eyes, it actually does a really, really great job. And a lot of that's because, you know, you're breathing out hot air and it kind of like creates a warm pocket on your face. Buff is a company that I think, I don't know if they invented the category, but they certainly dominate it. People just call these things buffs, kind of like Kleenexes in the category. So those are really great. They come in tons of color, tons of different prints. I'll put a link in the description for some that I like. And all the gifts that I talk about today, I'm not sponsored by any of them. I don't get any financial benefit unless you use the Amazon link that I put down there. Then Amazon will send me something as kind of a kickback. So the next thing I'll talk about is runner's food. And so most runners either like to eat gummies or they like to eat gels. Goo is a popular brand. Cliff is my favorite brand for running food. Both their blocks and their gels. These are really good. You can either buy a whole box of this. This box I think was $20. Or you can just buy a handful of them at like your local running store. These would make really good stocking stuffers. In the winter time, I don't use them quite as much. But in the summertime, if I'm going for any kind of run longer than 10 miles, I'll usually take at least one of those with me. I particularly like this kind and this brand because there's caffeine in it. And I had never tried running or using gels with caffeine in them until kind of later this summer, and I love it. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is something that's really at the forefront of my mind, just because it just got real cold again here in Chicago, and that's hand warmers. I love to run with hand warmers. It doesn't matter to me how thick the gloves are. Already it really hasn't even been that cold in Chicago. We're still mostly above freezing, and still I'm running in like the thickest gloves that I own, and my hands still get cold after about half an hour. And so if you're running longer than half an hour, you're gonna want hand warmers if you're running throughout the winter. But when I run with them, I will usually get it started at the beginning of the run, and I'll either use the pair, because they come in like a 2-pack, and I'll put one kind of like in the palm of each hand as I'm running, and then as I get real cold, I'll usually withdraw my fingers from the gloves, and then so I'm running kind of like cupping the hand warmer. That usually works out really well. If I'm running out or running low on hand warmers, I will just use half the pack and I'll use one, and I'll just rotate. I'll stick it in one hand for a little bit and then I'll put it back in the other and just kind of go back and forth. Either one of those works really well. Last year I ran in temperatures single digits for air temperature. and the hand warmers were definitely a key part of that. If I didn't have those, definitely wouldn't have been able to make it on some of those runs. All right, next thing I think will make a really great gift is something that I like to review a lot on this channel, is a nice set of running earbuds. These are Bluetooth earbuds. Ever since the advent of the iPhone 7, I think it was the iPhone 7 that started, no, the iPhone 6, a lot of people's phones no longer have a headphone jack. The iPhones still come with a set of earbuds that can work in it right away, but I tend to lose those for whatever reason. So I had to replace them with Bluetooth earbuds. Ever since I did that, I never really thought it made that big a difference having that wire connecting my phone to my earbuds, but I really enjoy not having it anymore. So I use these. These are Odium Bluetooth earbuds. They're Beats clones. Definitely designed to look like Beats, but these were I think these are on sale now on Amazon for like 20 bucks. These have been working out really well. I sweat a ton, so I usually like the ones with this ear loop. It goes around your ear, make sure it stays in there. Not usually as big a problem in the winter time, like when you're wearing a hat. The hat kind of helps keep everything in, but in the summertime, this is the kind that I love to run in. I usually like the kind that are still connected to each other. I've done a lot of experimenting with like the true wireless earbuds that you could see on Amazon. Those are usually like in the $30 to $40 range. They work great for about a month, and then they usually kind of crap out on me for whatever reason. One of the two usually stops working. So I always go with their corded wireless earbuds. But if you're the runner on your shopping list, is still running with a corded set of earbuds, this is a good way to kind of introduce them to the world of Bluetooth earbuds at a very comfortable price point. Now the last thing that I will talk about on the list is sunglasses. The daylight is very short here in Chicago these days. The sun rises at 7, sets at 4:30. Don't really need too many sunglasses, but these are gifts that people are going to use all year round. This is a pair that I really like. These are Gooder brand sunglasses. These are sunglasses that are specifically designed for running. I like these because they are lightweight. In all my testing of them, they haven't really bounced around, they haven't fogged up, and they haven't gotten too slippery. Very comfortable for running, very good on those super sunny, bright days. And the price is right. These are 25 bucks. They come in a whole bunch of different fun colors, in terms of both the frames and the lenses. All the lens and frame combinations at this company have really goofy, fun names. These are called Doggles for my Hellhound. I think that probably next year I'll pick up like at least one or two other kinds of these Gooder running sunglasses, just because I do like them so much, and at 25 bucks, it'd be nice to have like a whole bunch of them that I can kind of just have around, so that way I'm never without a pair of good running sunglasses. Now that's 5 gifts for runners under $25 that you don't have to pick a size for. I'll give you one bonus gift that I think is really great, and this one unfortunately you will have to pick a size for, but I think a great running gift would be a running shirt with that combines another one of the person's interests. So this year on my personal shopping list, I put on Under Armour Star Wars t-shirts. I think those look pretty good. I'm always looking for additional running shirts to have. I always seem to be running out, and because they always seem to be in the laundry. So that's what I have on my list. Last year I put a Chicago Bears t-shirt on my list, and my mother-in-law got me a running Chicago Bears t-shirt, so that worked out really good. So if you still don't like any of the 5 that I've talked about already, the bonus one I would say is to get a running shirt that combines another interest. Usually there's a sports team or a college that the person likes. You can usually find something that will be able to combine the two. I think that will also make a great gift. That's just a quick list here. If you think there's something that I missed that's like kind of a must-have gift under 25 bucks, please feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to hear what your guys' thoughts are on it.
Yo, what's going on?